Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Oh my God, I'm super early this morning. I just wanted to check in with the girls and guys. Hope your month has been going good so far. Your week has been going, and I hope everyone has a fabulous day. But girl, let's get into Canaan, girl. The Power Book. Back to Canaan. Canaan Power Universe. Child. I'm fit to talk shit about it, so if you ain't watched it, you probably want to get off. So, apparently, this must be the last book for Kanan because they done killed all of the major players off, right? They killed Lou. We know it was wrapping up. Kanan killed Lou. Kanan then killed Marvin. We know it was coming to a close. And now Juke done killed Rock. Oh my God. Oh yes, child. Now, Juke done kill Snap and Pops. So the major players is out the game for the most part. I just really can't see what Kanan and his brother Breeze or whatever his name is. I can't see what they gonna do, how they gonna maneuver. Rock done kill Shepetto, whatever his name is over there. Uh, all of the players, the major players is gone. So I believe this was the last of the Kanan series. So now we waiting on with his fine ass Tommy. We waiting on Tommy and Tariq. We waiting on their book to come back. I think that's going to be exciting. Now I find it hard to believe that 50 Cent would knock off that series, but let's not forget he brought a new series in while a current series was still ongoing. And if you've noticed that 50 Cent usually don't do that. He staggers his series. One series will play this season and then the next season another series and so on and so forth. But he brought Fightland into the scene while Kanan was still showing. So that was a little interesting. Now the funny part about it, it is a possibility that when Tommy comes back, that Tommy might relocate to uh, New York, which I doubt that highly. I highly doubt that. I think the New York crew is dead and gone. I don't think they're going to come back. And he's in Chicago, so he's making moves. But it'll be interesting to see who him and Tariq end up taking out in his episode. Force may be the last episode. I just can't see it unless Tommy's asking for a certain amount of money or privileges, and 50 of them don't want to give it to him. But I am excited for Tommy to come back. I enjoy Tommy. He is a hoot. Um, Tariq, Tariq is on his last leg. He about played out. Fightland is good though. If you haven't seen Fightland, you got to see it. Tonight should be episode 3, season 1, episode 3, and I like it. I think it's good. Uh, I think it'll be back for another season. I think it'll be a comeback. And I'm very interested in watching the remaining episodes of Fightland. I think that's a good series, and so far, 50 has done very good putting out the Power Universe, and the different books and how he staggers them and breaks them down and go back. If you notice on last night's episode, I wanted to know, is this the final episode? So, I like to fast, when the credits are playing at the end, I like to fast forward and see what the next episode brings. And last night, it came up 1975. And it went all the way back to when Rock birthed uh, Kanan. And when Marvin was young, and I guess that was Lou, was the baby brother. He was light bright, almost white. I was interested. I really wasn't sure who he was, and I didn't hear Marvin call his name. But Marvin was pushing Juke around in a stroller. So it that kind of let us know that they took it back to the beginning, and that it's wrapping up, and that's pretty much going to be it. So I was glad to see that. But I did finally, my God, I finally found out why Courtney Kemp's name is no longer in the credits, because Courtney popped all this shit off with Power and Ghost. So I wanted to know, why was Courtney not writing these remaining books? Come to find out, her and 50 got into it. They fell out. Apparently, Courtney wanted to take some avenues, change directions, and do things, and 50 wasn't feeling it. And so it got to the point that they agreed to disagree, and Courtney went her way, and 50 found him another writer, apparently, laid out what he wanted, and kept it going. So that was good. Fightland's Fightland's first episode was a little frustrating to me at first, for the fact that after he introduced all the players, after he revealed that the head boxer, the star of the show, was sleeping with old boy Stringer's wife, um, it was almost like it was happening too fast. But of course, in college, we learned that sometimes you have to hit the top and then reel the people back in. You hit the top to keep them going, keep them locked in. I was very locked in, especially when he had put the hit on old boy, as though Stringer didn't know he was sleeping with his wife. I found that to be interesting. So now it's kind of calmed down. Stringer is MIA. Apparently, only the kids know where he is. His own wife don't even know where he is, and that's understandable, because after old boy spent 8 years in prison, I would think that he would know now he can't trust his wife. His wife will betray him, and it is a possibility she would set him up to be killed. So the fact that he's off the scene um, was a little strong. But when you look at the bigger picture, Stringer, and if I'm saying his name wrong, y'all know what it is. Stringer was the only A-list player in Fightland. All of the rest of these people are D-list. They're up and coming. I do like that about 50, how he likes to make these shows and bring D-lists in, and build them up and put them out there so that they can get other roles. I do. And I did remember that Stringer's daughter played in Wakanda. So I thought that was good. I like her. And I was very impressed when they met with all of the leaders, the mob leaders, mafia leaders, kingpins, whatever you want to call them. And that one guy was speaking, I believe it was German. And he said something to his partner in German, and she responded in German. Pissed him off. He got up and went on and exited stage left. I was very impressed. So that lets us know that Stringer, like Ghost, has two kids. One that is very well educated and knows how to mix books with street smarts, and then he has one hothead that's quick to want to go to war, but slow to put the puzzle together. 2+2 = 4. Same way as Ghost. He had a baby girl that was very smart, very bright, very low key, almost had an innocent appeal, while Tariq was a hothead and wanted to be in the game and all of this, but he was able to put his book smarts to the streets. So that was telling in Fightland also. Um, and I like the analogy between the two families. Um, Same way with Tasha. Tasha was cheating, but thank God it wasn't with Tommy. But yeah, I thought that was good. So I'm excited to see Fightland's episode tonight. I'll probably be watching it at work. What else? They say Tommy has his hands in another project. I'm a little excited to see that. And listen, I try my best to support our people when they're making movies and putting out shows, and I'm excited to see how well the D-list performers act and how they perform. But some of them, I just can't. if the acting is not that good, then I'm kind of turned off. If that makes sense, I'm so used to seeing, I have my A-list favorites who act very well. I enjoy seeing them. Their characters are always fire. Um, but yeah, Fightland, I'm not disappointed yet. I'm still locked in. I started some time back. I started watching this show called Lioness with what is her name? What is her name? She played in Colombiana. Damn, I can't think of her name. Anyway, I love her. She is fire. So I started over. When I pulled it up to search for it, it was already in my queue. Apparently, I had started watching it before, but I really wasn't watching it, so I missed a lot of things. So I started over from season one, episode one, and started watching it, and I am hooked. I think they're in their third season, which means they are excelling. And I will be binge watching the rest of Lioness this weekend. There are a couple of other shows that my cousin told me about that I want to look into. I saved them, put them in my queue so I can find them real easy this weekend. But now I want to change gears. I want to talk about these bills real quick. I don't know about y'all, but have y'all noticed how things are? Well, I guess I shouldn't say it this way, but it is what it is. How things are changing in areas that we may not have expected or were prepared for. I mean, I know we had a whole war going on, and I don't want to get into that because a lot of people are not interested in knowing and learning, and y'all better start learning. You better start knowing because doomsday is not far away and you need to have some idea of what's ahead, right? But anyway, I digress. So so let me talk about my phone bill, for instance. So my phone bill went up $10, and last night I finally said, girl, what the hell is going on? Now, I heard T-Mobile a while back talk about my plan was being eliminated. I was on a particular plan, the Magenta plan to be exact. And the part of the Magenta promotion when I got the plan was like I have Netflix free for life. I had Apple TV free. It had a couple of perks to it, and I really liked that. And then I saw them um, months back. I saw them change and say, okay, well, Apple TV ain't gonna be free no more to you. You're gonna have to pay $3. And I was thinking to myself, hell, I don't hardly look at Apple TV, and I don't want to pay $3. But I know if I try to remove it, it's gonna mess up the plan. And I do enjoy Netflix, so okay, I'll pay the $3. And then a few months back, they came back and said they was going up on the price for Apple, and I didn't really pay attention to it. But when I looked at my bill, I saw that it had the $3 charge, then it added $12.99, and then it credited me $9.99. So basically, you making me pay $8 instead of $3 for Apple. So I felt some kind of way about that. And then we got to the plan itself. I still don't know what my new plan's name is, but I know instead of paying $60 for the plan, I'm paying $80. So I said, wait a minute. Y'all done went up $20 on the plan, $8 on a feature that started off being free, and now the whole plan is gone and I'm on some new plan. So I'm steady looking and looking. So then I get out of the bill because I went in there to pay the bill, and while I was paying it, I said, "Let me see what's going on." So now I done paid the bill, and I get out of the pay feature, and I'm looking at the promotions, and it's like, "Hey, upgrade to a new phone. No payment needed." So I'm down there in the fine print because with promotions, that's really where you have to go. You have to look at the fine print because that's what a fuckery is, right? No payment, no charge, no something. You upgrade with no money involved. But the fine print say if you're gonna upgrade with no money involved, you're gonna have to get on one of these three plans. I'm gonna play on plan. Hell, I didn't want to change this one, but y'all kept the plan anyway and went on and did what you're gonna do. The fact that I keep my Apple at the $8, I keep my uh, Netflix free for life, and they give me a $40 discount off of, I'm assuming, the main plan, which would almost appear as though they're trying to keep my phone bill at the same price that I've been paying for the last, I don't know, 6 years. Um, it was like, okay, I'm gonna lay back and see what to do. But if they go up on anything else, I'm gonna have to do something different. I'm gonna have to look at something else, do something different. I don't know. I don't know if I got to leave T-Mobile or change the plan. I don't know. But I know one thing. Back in the day, back in the day, I don't know if y'all remember. Some of you young ones may not know, but back in the day, they used to have this bootleg cable box. And back in the day, you would pay $150 for the box and hook it up, and it was a cable box, so you could get all of your movie channels for free. Well, apparently that box is still around. It's $200 now, where my sister lives, and it gives you all. Not only does it give you all of the cable channels, HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, Movie Channel, all of the things, but it gives you the movies that haven't even hit the movie theater yet. I'm not talking about no bootleg movies that we used to go on the website and watch for free, where you stand a chance of somebody hacking into your phone or your computer because that bootleg, that site is shady. I'm talking about real legitimate movies that look like we're sitting at the movie theater. It's not grainy, it's very clear, the color is popping, it's all of the things. And I said, I need to sit down because I don't have cable. I'm subscribed to streaming services like Prime Video through my Amazon Prime, Hulu, stuff like that, Paramount Plus, the different sites like that. I said I need to sit down and add up how much I'm paying for those subscriptions because the cable box gives them to you for free. All I need to do is hook the cable box up to my TV and to the internet. Now, it could be a trick with that box that I don't know yet. So even when I get it, I'm not going to cancel my services. I'm going to wait because my sister, I watched the box. I watched Disclosure Day before it came out up at her house, before it came out in the movie theater. And if you want to watch it now on streaming services, you have to, rent it, right? But she has DirecTV. And I know from when I got my Fire Stick that even though you're paying for a particular streaming service, your internet provider has the ability to keep you from seeing certain things. For instance, I got Paramount Plus solely for the purpose to watch NFL. But every time I went to Paramount Plus to watch NFL, it wouldn't let me. It would always freeze up. The screen would start glitching like it don't want me to see it. It was a lot of problems. Now, if you've noticed, a lot of those streaming sites have been pulled into the Amazon umbrella. So now I can go to Prime Video and click Hulu, click Paramount, click Stars. When I go to Amazon or Prime Video and click Paramount, I can watch the game with no problem, no interruption. And Spectrum told me that they don't allow certain things on the internet, excuse me, they did not comply with the Fire Stick on certain applications. So it wasn't that my internet was blocking the show. My internet did not like my Fire Stick. So now I don't know if me hooking the box up to the TV and the internet will give me all of the movies that my sister gives. And that's what I need to test before I start canceling subscriptions. Because I'm still on the grandfather plan for Hulu. I still pay $5.99. But I think Hulu has gone up to like $11.99 now. So I know if I cancel their subscription, they're gonna bump me up to it, and I have to come back. They're gonna bump me up to the $11.99. So I'm not gonna cancel none yet until I know for sure. So anyway, that's my boy the rap for the day. I'm gonna get off here. Y'all have a good day and be blessed. I'm headed to Starbucks to give me some damn coffee, and I'll talk to y'all later.